There's no name for this. There's no. It's not a series. Listen. First off, go ahead, leave a like. If you don't, I'll come to your house and I'll touch you. Like, somewhere around the armpit region. What? Oh. Whoops. All right. Let's go ahead and just jump in here in a free ride. Okay, so here's the thing. YouTube's kind of screwed. All right, everybody, it's over. YouTube's dead. Everybody go home, cry. No, nobody else gets to. YouTube's dead. It's over. Oh man, it's dead again. It was dead earlier, but now it's really dead because now actually there is a problem. There's like a legit problem this time, and it's not YouTube's fault. It's kind of ours, but that's also not our fault. If you don't know, very recently, a bunch of bigger companies, namely Verizon, AT&T, and Johnson & Johnson, believe it or not, I believe also Pepsi and maybe Coke, or Coke mentioned that they might, or something like that, I don't remember. But some of these big companies have been pulling their their advertising off of YouTube. And this is all like very, very recent, like within the last few weeks, slash last week, I believe. So sorry about no game sound. Just can't have all these copyrighted songs playing, else this video will get a copyright strike. And my channel is Mucho Smallo, and Mucho Small channels don't like copyright strikes because we don't have, like, anything to, like, my biggest video right now is my Tech 9 video, and that one got a little bit of a copyright thing. They didn't take it down, so it didn't get a full-on strike, but they pulled my revenue from it, which sucks because it's my most viewed video, but it's whatever. So check it out. I missed that. So this is MX versus ATV. Hope you guys enjoy it. It's a fun little background game. It doesn't take any thought or anything to play, which is why I love it. So a lot of these advertisers are pulling all their digital media ads from YouTube, and the reason is because they say they don't want their content appearing on bad videos. They don't want their ads on top of videos that are saying rape is good, or that are saying hail Hitler, those kinds of things. They're like, no, dude, that's bad. I don't want that. And I think most people would agree that you wouldn't want, if you were paying for advertising, you wouldn't want it to show up on, some anti-Semitic stuff. That would suck. I think that most people would be like, wow, I'm so glad that I spent millions of dollars to pay for a few days worth of ad revenue. A little bit of lag there. PlayStation Now is a odd program. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. How did that happen? But yeah, so they just kind of want this assurance that their ads are going to be placed on videos that aren't crazy, which is kind of the problem that we had a few weeks ago with this whole everything needs to be advertiser friendly. Well, yes and no. Here's the problem. There's a lot of advertisers that YouTube refuses to allow to advertise. Take for instance, what's it called? That porn website, Brazzers. They would totally advertise on YouTube if they were allowed. And I believe at some point they asked if they could, and YouTube was like, we're a family website. Yeah, go YouTube, sticking up for them morals or whatever. Who cares? But so if you wanted to make more serious or more heavy videos, then advertising companies like that would probably not care that they showed up on said video, because they're a porn company. They'll show up on anything, and they'll think that it's appropriate, right? I go to watch freaking Naruto, which is a children's television show, and there's random porn things in the side, and you're just like, excuse me, I'm trying to relive my childhood. But yeah. I flipped it. Anyway, all right, now that I've died and had an exorcism, This is a kind of bad thing because if they start pulling their ads, nobody gets ad revenue. I don't know why I reset that. And if nobody gets ad revenue, then everybody that makes a living on YouTube ceases to be able to make a living on YouTube, which is a very bad thing. Because if you can't make a living at YouTube, then a lot of the people that do it full time are going to stop, which means a lot of your favorite YouTubers won't be YouTubers anymore. They might make the occasional video because they think that it's fun and they love it, but they're gonna have to go and get real jobs, and that's gonna take up a lot of their time, which is a bad thing. Now, YouTube does not want that, obviously. YouTube wants everybody to stay, and YouTube, and by extension Google, wants everybody to stay, everybody to be happy, and everybody to find a way to make Google money. Alright, now in order for that to happen, Google is more worried about pleasing the ad companies than its content creators, which is understandable because the ad companies are the ones that are paying for everything. So, you know, they're kind of important, whereas all us content creators, you know, we don't matter. We're just geeks who sit on their computer all day. Why am I doing side saddles all the time? It's not what I'm. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So, here's the thing. Either everybody's going to have to be more advertiser friendly, or we're going to have to get some more mature advertisers on here. Now, the big thing is they don't say like that they don't want their videos on like videos with curse words. They don't care, okay? But what they are against is, say, the anti-feminism videos. They don't want their ads appearing on that because that gives them a bad public appearance of they must agree with this, which obviously they might, or they don't. Who cares? It doesn't matter whether they actually disagree or agree, because it's not important to anybody. What's important is how it looks, and if it looks like they agree with that, that can be very bad for them. I shouldn't have pulled that second trick. That would have worked out perfectly. So advertisers are stuck in a weird spot, as is YouTube, because YouTube would love to have everybody make whatever content they want and everybody get paid, because the more people that are getting paid, the more YouTube in and of itself gets paid. And the more YouTube gets paid, that means the more Google gets paid. And the more Google gets paid, the happier the world is, because Google owns everything, even your life. Google will find you, and it will kill you. It has a very particular set of skills. I don't know the rest of that monologue, but so the question then ends up being, well, what can we do about it? Well, you could try to be a little bit more advertiser friendly. That means avoid talking about buzzword topics such as feminism, racism, the Black Lives Matter movement, anything dealing with police brutality, rape, any of those things that people, have seriously heavy opinions on. Don't talk about those. Now, if you don't like the fact that that's inhibiting the crap out of your free speech, well, maybe do that and just don't monetize those videos. That way you do get to, talk about what you want to talk about. You just don't have to deal with the backlash of advertisers not wanting to be on your video because they can't be on your video because you didn't monetize it. The problem with that is obviously that you're all of a sudden not getting paid for your content that you're creating. And that's a problem because people need to get paid in order to do this full time. And if Google wants to make money, they want people doing this full time because the more videos that come out, once again, the more money they make. Google is trapped in a really crappy position, and we are not. We, as content creators and as YouTube users, just people that watch the videos, we want to see what we want to see. We want to go and watch the videos about how there's the crazy feminists and the I don't know, that's all I can think of is crazy feminists. I watched a couple of those today. I watched me some Brad Does Banter, some Thunderfoot, some trying to name drop people, TJ Miller, I'm actually not sure that's his name. What was the Amazing Atheist's real name? Was it TJ Miller? It might have been. I would hope so. Ugh, I've been playing a lot of old games recently. I am in love. I just finished Game of War, actually, and you'll be seeing a video on that tomorrow that I recorded today because I've had a lack of content recently. Sorry. So, you could also, of course, find sponsorships. That's a good way to get paid, is to get sponsored. And that way, you don't turn on advertising for your video. You still get paid to make your content. And because you have a sponsorship, they know what they're advertising on. They understand what you're doing. They just don't care enough to tell you not to do it. That is kind of like the win-win for everybody. But a lot of smaller channels kind of rely on their AdSense to make any money. And that's the problem. It turns into, do you want to practice your free speech and not get paid, or do you want to be as PC as possible? And PC stands for politically correct. Or do you want to be as PC as possible and get paid for what is essentially not ever your opinion? And that's kind of a hard question to answer, and it's also kind of a hard question to ask, because you hear it and you're like, well, that sounds really awful. We spent all this time in America coming up with free speech. And while, yes, you do still have your free speech and you can say whatever you want, there are always consequences to the words that come out of your face hole. So you got to think about it like that. If you are trying to make money on YouTube, quick little bit of advice. Always make your videos over 10 minutes, as the algorithm likes 10-minute videos. Quad Up is like the best song ever. Jesus, Casper K, you're a god. YouTube tends to like the algorithm pushes 10-minute videos, and then make your content super PC, which means no curse words, nothing that's offensive. If it's offensive, you can't talk about it. So be a Minecraft channel, except don't, because that market is super oversaturated and you can't make any money on it. So be a makeup tutorial person. We, for some reason, will never have enough of those. I don't know why. But apparently seeing 3 people do the exact same makeup tutorial different ways is something that people do. But hey, can we really talk? I mean, I watch gaming videos and I'll watch the same playthrough 3 times by different people, or by the same person over and over, just because it's a good game. I'm talking about Chaotic Monkey, whatever. I don't know if he changed his YouTube name yet. He probably should though. But yeah, no, it's great. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead, leave a like. If you have a suggestion on how to fix this without becoming totally PC or just neutering your income, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I'd like to read it, because listen, I want to make me some money. Alright, listen. If you got the supply, my man's, I got the street knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's a drug joke. Don't do drugs. Look at that. Already PC. That was a bad joke. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Please do leave comments. Talk about it. It's fun to talk. Don't be mean, because I can't have any negativity in my videos. I need every ad cent that I can get. That's stupid. Be as mean as you want. I'm a big proprietor of free speech. I will never censor myself, because that's fucking stupid. I mean that's frickin' stupid is what I said. YouTube, please. Alright, you guys have a great day. I will see you next time. Peace out. Wait, we're gonna finish on one trick. I'm gonna say peace out, and then we're gonna fly out into a trick, and you're gonna be like, wow, that's such a cool trick. And I already know which trick I'm doing. I'm doing a seat air Indian grab. Wait, is that what it's called? What is this? Seat grab Indian air. That's what it is. Alright, so we gotta get back over here. And talking, subject matter, organ donor, and kamikaze pilot. What does that have to do with anything? Alright, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. That didn't work out at all for this.